Hi everybody, you know me, Shawn from International House Porto. And this year I'm going to kick off teacher training outside because we're going to get a little inspiration. A little inspiration from sun, surf, nature. And what we're going to do is bring these concepts into the classroom. And I'm going to talk to you today about behavior meters. Okay? So let's look. Here are three different types of behavior meters. The first one is based upon a thermometer, so you can range from freezing to boiling. The second one, of course, is a traffic signal. I call this a behavior signal. And the third one is a classroom weather chart. You should associate basic behaviors with different kinds of weather patterns. These three types of behavior meters are a way of visually representing how you feel students are acting in the classroom. And you shouldn't have to say a word. I'll be showing you how these work in just a minute. But let me just tell you that I think this is the time of the year, the beginning of the year, to implement something like this because students will have to start off by knowing your expectations and by you showing them what you expect. There are tons of different ways that you can make this work, but basically just keep in mind that a little bit of noise is good and that we're trying to get them to speak in English. So why not have a little noise? So let's look at the first type of behavior meter, the behavior thermometer. With the behavior thermometer, we might start off the class with a cool sort of setting. In other words, students aren't warmed up yet, they're kind of cool, they're not performing maybe very well. As they go on, of course, we know that there's an optimal point, that's just right. Or they might get a little too hot. If they're too hot, that means that they need to calm down just a little bit. They're making a little bit too much noise. But on the other hand, we can have a separate problem, which is nobody's speaking, nobody's doing anything, and that's when you could say they're freezing. By moving the arrow, you're showing their participation and their level of English speaking. Let's move on to the behavior signal, which is based upon a traffic signal. And it starts off black, no light at all. And when things are good, we go to green, of course, and we put on a green little disc. When it's marginal, we put in the yellow disc. And finally, when things are just way too hot, we use the red disc, and we show that this needs to stop. To go along with the behavior signal, I've also made a roadblock sign. When students cross the line and they're behaving badly, we write their names on one of the bars on this roadblock sign, and they'll have to stay after class. And now for the last one, the classroom weather chart. In this one, I envision that we can start off with it always being a sunny day. Start off with a sunny day, but then when things aren't quite as good, that's a rainbow, believe it or not. Because a rainbow comes after a rain. That's what my justification is. Oh my, it's very cloudy. I think the behavior needs to change. I don't hope it doesn't get rainy. I hope it doesn't get stormy. Can you see what we're transmitting to students? We're transmitting that their behaviors are a little bit like the weather. This one I think is particularly good for young learners because they're dealing with their emotions, they're dealing with their behavior, they're dealing with what's going on in the classroom, and they're linking it with English, of course, because we have the expressions, while they're also reinforcing their classroom conduct. And yeah, it's really sunny today. That means there's a lot of talking going on. It means there's learning going on. It means that things are being memorable. I hope these ideas help you. I'm sure that you'll be able to certainly measure how your students are acting and engaging and doing in their studies. Please let me know if you'd like to have these files. Send me an email. So stay tuned next week for Shawn's Corner. I'm looking forward to seeing you then. Bye.